All right, we're still shooting the Peregrine here. This is 110 grains of blackhorn, and it's 2 grains under the max, listed maximum. Probably won't exceed this. Go ahead. How'd that feel?
Not bad.
What speed?
2600.
2600 on that.
Okay, we're heading out, going moose hunting, and so far the weather is not cooperating. We'll see how it looks out west. We're heading out west a little ways, and we'll see how things look. Fingers crossed. Okay, here's our first look at the area we're hunting. We're hunting a CWMU, which is a Cooperative Wildlife Management Unit, which is basically private property, and with they give out a number of public tags, and they also are able to sell some private tags for the property. So we have the public tag this year, and this year they have one moose tag, just a public tag, and from my understanding they'll alternate year to year. So 1 year they'll have public, next year they'll have private. So we're gonna go drive around. We're meeting the guy out here that's gonna give us some tips on where to be, and then we'll hopefully get over to hunting tonight. Hopefully get some moose footage. All day, I guess 1/2 of a day. We went up in Glass. We saw one bull moose. Not huge, but we didn't get a great look of him. We're going to go try to get a look at him tomorrow. Came back and ate. The dinner was subpar. What do you think, Lincoln? Was it good?
It was okay. It could have been better.
It could have been better. Definitely could have been better. So we have donuts. We're going to have donuts for dessert and some hot chocolate tonight and then get ready for bed.
And play Nintendo Switch, by the way.
Oh, we might play Nintendo Switch.
Well, we have to.
They set us up in these, they had these cabins, mobile homes that we're staying in. So that's really cool. Anyways, we'll see you tomorrow morning. Well, the weather hasn't been ideal today either, but we've been able to get around and look at stuff. We haven't seen any moose. We've been checking out some of these roads to see where they go, to see what access points we have. But there is snow up at the very top there. Got a little bit of snow last night. I think the peak up there is around 8,000 feet, so. And it's windy. We're back at the compound for lunch. I'll probably walk you around. We just ate lunch, and Lincoln said to say, lunch was better than dinner. Our dinner was not great last night. Anyways, they've got a few cabins in here. We're just using the one cabin, but they have a cabin over there with some from deer sheds. This appears to be like their mess hall. So when they have a bunch of hunters out, they have a big table for eating at. Another deer shed there. Another trailer here with what appears to be like the kitchen area, cooking area, and then this last area have a bunch of water tanks. And this, there's a water heater, there's a shower, and there's a toilet. But again, I think we only have permission, I didn't really ask, but just permission to use the one trailer, so we're not using any of this other stuff. But the generators aren't on, the water is not running. So anyways, kind of neat. I think I showed you our cabin last night, but just small, but nice. It's been stormy off and on, pretty windy, but we're gonna hang out at the cabin for just a few hours and we're gonna head back up on the mountain and see what we can see. So hopefully we have some footage of the moose tonight. All right, Lincoln, are these the kind of cows that we're after?
No.
We had an argument earlier that these are the cows that the moose like. And I said, no. Cow moose, not moo cows. I think we're on the same page now. But we've been seeing lots of these. And when you're glassing, they're a little bit tricky. Because you see a black object and you get excited and you see it's a moo cow. Anyways, these are not the ones that we like. We're calling overlooking this canyon. See if we can't get any bulls to come on over. I don't know if there's any close by, but supposedly these moose can hear
this call from a long ways away. So I'm doing a long drawn out cow call, and like I said, overlooking this draw. So we'll give this a shot for a couple hours and just see if anything gets enticed over this way. Alright, here's our first game animal tonight. We have a deer up there. There's two. One of them's worked off the screen. It's a small 2-point. Still no moose, but we're animals are moving, so let's see what we can see. Well, right at last light, we got a glimpse of a bull and a cow up in there. It happens to be kind of close to where there's a pond. So we're going to take that road up in there tomorrow, and then we'll take a look and see. But anyways, we'll see if we can find him tomorrow morning. I can't tell how big he is. He doesn't look huge, but he looks like it's an okay bull. Try to get in closer and get a better look, because he's probably a couple miles away right now. Anyways. Alright, we're naming this Moose Overlook. Man, I wish we would have been up here last night. So on our way out, we saw those moose right up there, which is like 400 yards. And then this is an awesome spot. I just thought we were down on that little peninsula right down there, right past that rock ledge. That felt like a decent area because we're kind of centralized, but I don't know. This seems a lot more moosey up here. A lot of cover for them. There's a pond down there. So, anyways, unfortunately, it's our last sit for this go. Try to come back in 2 weeks. But we'll keep this in mind for sure. Alright, we're out here for the second round looking for moose. We're just out here for a short trip. But we're getting out here right about prime time. We'll go up in glass and see what we can see. And then we'll spend tomorrow morning hunting as well and then head back. But hopefully we see something. Hopefully get some footage of some moose here. We got up in here to the last spot we had seen a moose the last trip, and nothing's popped out yet. We've been glassing over this mountain range to see if we could see anything, but nothing except for these cow moose. No, just cows. We confirmed with Lincoln that these are still not the cows we're looking for. Lincoln is plain entertainer. There's not much moose going on. But Colin's hard at work. And Grandpa over there is hard at work as well, looking. We got our first moose. It's a small bull. I think this is the same bull I saw last time. I think so. Doesn't look huge. He's not tiny. But see if we can see anything else here.
pretty hammered, but it still works. Yeah, now I'll use it for.
It's been a glass in the car kind of morning so far. It's just got light, but we've been kind of looking around. But it's been coming down pretty good most of the night, at least for the last couple hours. So we've been glassing in from the Can-Am just to see if we could see anything. But anyways, this is a good looking valley. We hadn't really been over here very much, so we're gonna look over here. I got out to hike a little bit in there. Appears to be a moose tracks right here. We're falling in an area that it's not super accessible by roads on either end, the north or south end. But the clouds kind of settled in here, so we'll get up here and see if we can see anything. Round 3. We just got here for the evening hunt again. We're gonna be here for 2 days. Surprise is the cows are gone for the most part, although we did just see 2, but it seems like the bulk of the cows are gone. We got our crew, Lincoln and Grandpa, here to help us. No moose yet. We saw about 5 deer, a couple small bucks on the way in. That's all so far. Okay, we have our first moose. I think it's a cow. Hopefully she comes out a little bit further. We can see better, but that's good news. If there's a cow in here, that'd be great. Moose isn't cooperating, staying right in the trees. I'm hoping here soon it'll give us a view, but I'm pretty sure it was a cow. But I'd like to confirm that, and if it's a cow, hopefully there's a bull on its tail. I'll keep an eye on it as we keep checking out other areas. We're not sure what this creature's doing, but it doesn't seem super dangerous. I think we're safe. I think. much more light, so I'm gonna run up here. He looked good from what I saw of him, at least good enough to go see. So I left Lincoln and Grandpa back there, and then I'm gonna cruise up here, get within shooting range and see what he looks like, and then if he's good, take him. Okay. We're getting in there where we saw these guys. There's probably a cow. No, it's a moose too. I better see what that is. I don't know, maybe it's a cow. They should be over this hill. We came from down there on that pond. Okay. They're near close. I'm gonna get on this shooting rock and see if I can't see him anywhere. No sight of him yet. And the spotters down there aren't giving me any signals. Dang. They dropped into this canyon. Oh man, it's thick. It looked like it was kind of just a roll, like a small valley, but it's pretty deep. I'm not quite sure where they ended up. Keep looking around here and see if I can find them. We're back at camp. Got into that bull at about 330 yards right at last light. And I couldn't see him very good and couldn't tell how big he was. I kept trying to check out his rack and see if he was the one we wanted to shoot. And finally let him walk. So hopefully we can get in on him tomorrow and get a better look at him. I was looking at some of the footage and he does look pretty good. I don't know if you can see these stars. I don't see these stars at all. It's just dark. But anyways, we got the tent set up and we're gonna have some dinner. See what we can get into tomorrow. Okay. Day 2. In the morning we found that bull again. He's a little bit further. But we're gonna go over there and get in on him. I left Grandpa and Lincoln back at the car. It's a little bit of a hike. Pulling him out will be not easy, but it'll be worth it. So I gotta hike in kind of where I was last night over to where I saw them last, and then they're about, I don't know, 300 yards beyond that in a little valley over there, so we'll see. Okay, over this ridge, we should be able to see him. Go a little bit further here.
I'm taking video of him right now, but yeah, he's not, you don't want to shoot him. He's a little bull. It's kind of hard to, I can zoom in anymore. What's that? Oh, I'm just wondering if I can zoom in anymore. Yeah, he's just a little guy. Is there 2 of them? Yeah.
I see one right now.
So how hard would it be to get that rocky hillside?
Well, he went up over this ridge, and now I'm trying to see him. And he's mad. He's calling a lot. He's raking brush, but it's thick. He won't show himself. Whoa! There he is. See if you can hear him. There he is. Well, outsmarted. Coming down after seeing that bull, and he went into some cedars and moved off. I couldn't tell why. But then I started coming down the hill to meet my dad in Lincoln, and looked over and there's a cow in the trees. So I sat down and glassed for a while, and then I could see a bull behind her. So that's why he was moving around so much. I never saw the cow. He was obviously chasing that cow. So anyways, I cut back around to see if I could get on, but they at some point moved off. They must have heard me. It was not a very good approach, but I didn't know what else to do. Anyway, so we'll go back, get some lunch, then come back up in the afternoon and see if we can't locate them again or locate something else. Cool spring down in here. Looks like a good moosey spot. There's a lot of water in here. A lot of water for the moose. Alright, moose hunt take 4. This is our 4th time going out here. And well, it's supposed to be our last time. I guess if we don't get something, then there may be some negotiations that can happen to allow me to come out one more time, but this is supposed to be our last time out here. We're out here for 3 days, and hopefully this results in a moose. So we're getting out here first thing in the morning. We're going to get up to our spot we were at last time and see if we can't find some of the moose we were seeing last time. Stay tuned. We're up at the moose pond and moose overlook, and no moose yet, but Colin and I are going to head in there. Brian's going to stick back here and glass for a little bit. But we're gonna see something. I haven't seen anything yet, but get ready, because it's gonna be exciting. Yeah, I mean it's funny. So I was talking to the property owner. He's like, "Yeah, moose are easy because if they're there, they're there." And I'm like, "Go up here." It seems like it's open, but there's so many places you can hide. And this Alright, bull spotted. He's in a similar spot where I saw the bull going last time. And he's heading up out of the canyon. We gotta try to head him off so we can get a shot. He's about 700 yards away right now. And if we can get over to this other, that next ridge over, should cut it down to about 3. That would be good. I looked at him through the binos, he looked real solid. We'll see.
Splits. Dropped him. He's down. He's just fidgeting. Do we want to get another one? want to load again?
What's that?
Do you want to load again?
I don't know.
He's down, but he's kind of
right?
moving. Yeah.
You doing that? Still thinking?
Yeah. He's just moving his head and his front legs. He's still there though. He just stopped moving.
Stop moving.
He's still breathing a little bit.
Okay.
There, he's moving again.
I don't think he's getting up.
I don't think he is either. I filmed it too. That's
Did you really?
awesome.
He's a nice bull.
Yeah, he is.
Nice bull.
Can't believe we filmed that. Oh, that's awesome.
It's too bad your dad forgot his body scope because he could have that angle.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not moving anymore.
All right.
Yeah, he has
Footage, so somebody start calling.
That's awesome. Yeah, he's a good bull. So is he the big one that you guys saw? Or is
I don't know which one's bigger. The other one we saw didn't have the footage. I don't know where he's at. That's what I kept thinking. I'm like, do I shoot this guy? It's like a textbook opportunity.
I know, that's so
And he's a good bull. Like,
wow.
I don't know which one's bigger, but
That was so cool. Yeah, right as you whistled, I was pulling up my binoculars to look at him. Because I was like, oh, there's something.
you were
Yeah, and you whistled and pointed out. I was like, yep. Yeah.
Colin. He stands out, right? Like you can see his horns from there.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
he's good.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Nice shot, Tommy.
Thanks.
God.
Good job. Well, Peregrine, you did your job. It's like a cake.
Yeah.
He couldn't see him though, I guess. Huh?
No, from his angle, those trees were blocking it.
I kind of figured.
Wow.
That's a bull moose.
That's huge.
Two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. 9 by 8.
Wow.
Good looking bull.
Quakie Ridge Outdoors. Getting it done with a muzzleloader.
With a muzzleloader.
Wow. This moose is huge. And he's so pretty. His dark coat.
On the moose hunt, it's 15th of October. And this morning, first light, we didn't see anything, so Colin and I took off. We headed up to an area where we'd seen some moose before. It's about a mile in. And so we hiked over, and partway through our hike, we glassed up this bull coming up out of this valley over here. He was slowly feeding, and it's similar. He was following a similar pathway we saw either this bull or another bull take last week. So we hustled over, went through a canyon up onto another ridge. Once we got onto that other ridge, we were 235 yards away, and he was just browsing right on the hillside, just perfect. So we watched him for a minute, decided he was the bull we wanted. Colin got set up on the phone scope, and by the time I took the shot, he was at 250, which is right what that muzzleloader sighted in at. So I was shooting a Peregrine, a Knight Peregrine 40 caliber. It's shooting a 307 grain bullet, and it just, I haven't seen exactly where we hit him, but it just piled him over. He dropped, didn't move much more. I think hopefully didn't suffer much. He's a beast. They're big animals. It's been a few years since we shot one. They're big, so it'll be fun to get him out. We got a little ways to go, but it's not terrible. It's about a mile.
Not like the other moose that we shot.
Not like the, what's that?
Not like Grandpa's moose.
Not like Grandpa's moose. That was 3 miles in. It's a little more reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah, we feel very blessed to be here. It's a good hunt.
In a pond.
All right, the moose is loaded. Yeah, so basically we shot the moose and then reinforcements came. Grandpa at 68 and Uncle Michael came up, and we ended up getting the moose out in one load. So we were over by those Utah junipers. I'm getting that name down. They're not cedars. Keep calling cedars. So over by those lower cedars. So it's, I don't know, it's a mile and a half hike in. Yeah, shot up my 22. Oh, that Knight Peregrine is awesome. It's a cannon. So this guy hiked all the way in. He didn't hike out the head like he said he was going to, but I forgive him.
Yeah.
This guy's 16. Hauled out a huge pack load, and Grandpa at 68. I think gets the medal of the day.
They're good.
So anyways, we're gonna take this down to the river, clean off the cape, cool off the meat a little bit, and then get it all loaded.
What track is this?
We stopped here to cool down the meat and cool down the cape, rinse out the blood. Nice to have a stream like this. And then we're gonna now head back. So all the meat's back here in the coolers. Got some ice. Hopefully it's cooled down good. It's not like a hot day, but it's definitely not cool by any means. It's a nice day. Well, another hunt in the books.